welcome back to my channel. I mentioned in some of my previous videos that I was coming back to Shanghai and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So I've actually been here for the month of July and it's like the end of July now, and I was here with one of my best friends, Robin, and we were doing a bunch of like sightseeing, and we actually saw so many different things and accomplished more than I thought we were going to while we were here. So I didn't really do any like vlogs while we were out and doing things, but I took like a few little videos of some of the things that we saw. So I thought I might as well chat a little bit about them and then just include those little clips here in this video. So we're here in July, and that wasn't my first choice of months to spend in Shanghai. July is so hot. Well, it's known to be so hot. And I remember last year was crazy. This year at the beginning of the month, it was still in the really rainy season and there was like a ton of rain, but it really helped kind of keep the temperature down. And then I would say like a week and a half ago, this like heat wave just hit and now it's like hot, like proper hot out. So when you're spending too much time outside, it just like everything gets sweaty, everything gets hot. But yeah, basically the point of this trip was theater. We came to see a bunch of theater, to visit some theater people, and like, okay, so the first show that we saw literally, we got off the plane, we drove to the theater, we saw the show. And it was the Hungry Caterpillar show, which was actually, it's like a kids show, and it played off Broadway in New York, and then they picked up the production and moved it here. This production had 3 actors in it and a bunch of puppets. Do you know the story, the Hungry Caterpillar? There's the Hungry Caterpillar, the Brown Bear, and one other one. Anyways, kids all over the world, this book is translated into a bunch of different languages and everyone reads this book. This is like a staple, a childhood staple. So the kids in China were super excited about this show and we were too. It was very cute. We went to see Mamma Mia at the Grand Theater downtown in Shanghai. It's an all Mandarin production. Mamma Mia was actually one of the first musicals to be translated into Mandarin. So it was really cool to see that production. It was so good. I was so impressed with the ensemble. The ensemble was like, everyone was like full out, like the dancing was so good, everything was so like sharp. Yeah, it was just like a really good production. Like everything about it was great. So that was really awesome to see. And like I love seeing those shows in Mandarin, and like it really helps me, like I think because I know Mamma Mia, I've like seen it before and everything, so when they're saying things like, you know, they say the letter and they're like dot dot dot, they're like dian dian dian, and I'm like, I know that one, I know that. So it was really cute. Love seeing that. We saw a bunch of children's theater while we were here. So we also went to like a children's like showcase. We also went to this like outdoor venue called the Great World Theater. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it is. It's like an outdoor theater that's like in the courtyard of this like old building, and so I guess the building is kind of like a museum that you like pay to go in and like see the museum, but then it has this stage and like you might know if there's different things performing. So we saw some kind of like circus performances going on, and then there was another children's production going on later in the day, which is what we were there to see. We also went to see The Lion King. The Lion King came out in China. The the new movie like a couple days before it came out in the US and Canada. So we were like, yes. We went to see The Lion King. I loved it. I haven't loved a lot of the Disney remake movies, to be honest, but I really loved The Lion King. Robin and I were laughing so hard, especially at the moment when Timon and Pumbaa, and Timon comes out and he's like introduced, they're like creating a diversion and he's like singing Be Our Guest, and we were like, yes, it was so good. There's a new blog post on my website, Lauran.com, where I talk about the different water towns that are around Shanghai. And there was one water town that I had left to visit that's like really close to Shanghai. In fact, you can get there just on the metro. It's like basically on the outskirts of the city, and it's called Qibao. And so we took the metro, we went to Qibao, and it was really cute. It was a great little water town. When I read an article about it on Time Out Shanghai, it was saying that like, oh, like it's not the best one, don't get your hopes up, blah blah. But it was cute. It was like exactly what we wanted. It was a little bit hot out, so we didn't want to, you know, travel too far or do too much. But it was like everything that you would want in a water town. It was so cute. Tongli is still definitely the best one, but if you want to learn more about water towns, you can check out the article on my website and check out which ones I think are the best. Okay, so near the place that we are staying, it's like a little bit south of downtown. Just because we always drove on the same road to get home, we kept seeing this giant palace. And we were like, what is this place? Like, it's massive, it's like brilliant, it looks so beautiful, so expensive. And we found out that it's this big like jewelry market. I don't know if market is the right word, but it's like a big jewelry emporium, and so all of the different jewelry brands have a different shop in this huge palace building. So I guess what I learned, I don't know if this is true, but from my understanding, this building was built and based off of the successful jewelry place that's in Dubai. So it's the same theme, same architecture as the one in Dubai. So we went, and it's new, it's pretty new. I think it opened, like it hasn't even been open a year. It opened in January of this year. And it was like a little bit empty. It's a huge, huge place, and not everywhere was full. But the places that were happening and was cool. It was like so cool to see. The jewelry was like, there was like a ring that we saw that was like $2 million Canadian, something like that. Just like beautiful pieces of art. I still have a few more days in Shanghai before I fly to Vancouver. I'm going for like this little family reunion. We're staying in a little tiny house on the lake, which is like dreams come true. Oh my god, one more thing I want to talk about. Okay, this just reminded me because I just like hit my hand and it hurts so much. So, okay, we went to get our nails done the first time, and we went to this like little place. It was like not very good, but I had a great manicure. I was like happy with like, I got gel nails like shellac polish, and like it was really good, but Robin wasn't super happy with her nails. So then the next time we were gonna go and get them done again, we found this other place called Flower Fingers in like, it's kind of in the Jing'an area, and it had like a bunch of different places, and we went, and Robin got a great deal. She got like good service, whatever. We got fingernails and toes done, and they literally cut up my fingers so bad. Like, I guess didn't like really realize, or like didn't really want to say anything, but like they took a chunk out of my pinky fingernail, my cuticle. It's like, it's still, you probably can't see it, but it's like so bad right there. So they took a chunk out of this one, and some of my other fingers just like around the edges were kind of like sore for a long time afterwards, like 2 days. I was just like, ow, like I hope that they're fine. It was super weird. But I guess we didn't have an appointment, so maybe they were just like rushing, like they didn't really have time, but they said yes. Like I don't really know what the issue was. Anyways, it has been a super great trip. We've had so much fun. We went to like Jing'an Temple. We also been to like the piano bar in the Grand Hyatt in the Jinmao Tower, which is like the second tallest building downtown, and it was like super nice. Love it. Oh, we we went to Yew Gardens. We did like a super quick stop because we were looking for chopsticks to take home as souvenirs. So we like ran down the little alleyways, found the chopstick shop, got that, went on our way. It was a very good trip. So much fun. So probably the next time I'm going to see you is when I'm in Vancouver, which is where I'm headed next. So I'm taking a few days to, I'm planning some of my next vacations and sorting everything out, and then I'm going to be flying to Vancouver, and that is where I'll see you. So thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah. Okay. I will see you again very soon. Bye!